All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Oh, look at that. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And spins away. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Barrett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And Ndamukong Suh busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett, open man right side is Sharp. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Here's Watson now on second down. And that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep here for Ebron. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
To throw on second is Watson. Being chased out left. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Take it in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Fournette, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Throwing here, Barrett, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Watson on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 54 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Richmond. Come back.
Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
This is Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Barrett now on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
A handoff. Fournette running left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run with Freeman. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. From the gun, here's Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Freeman. Down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barrett dancing to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Looking long for Westbrook. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Watson now, operating from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because
back now in Houston, it's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. To throw on second down. Barrett eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, Don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now it's Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Tiger. Oh, yeah. Come back.
On 4th down, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
4 down. Check. Win the rep. Let's go right here. 44.
To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw on third down, Barrett. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Watson, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flush to his right. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. He got 29 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The pitch to Fournette. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like this.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On third down, Barrett flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he spins past him and into space. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.